So J.J. Watt recently requested to be released by the Houston Texans. He was granted that wish. Now J.J. Watt is a free agent on the market. Now, when I look at J.J. Watt's career in Houston, and I think about the Houston Texans organization, I think to myself, man, that organization should be ashamed of themselves because they just wasted away arguably the best defensive player of my lifetime. Okay? They wasted 10 years of greatness from J.J. Watt, that being the Houston Texans organization. The Texans only won 3 playoff games during J.J. Watt's 10-year career with the team. They've wasted away most of his talents, so I'm super duper pumped and super duper happy that J.J. Watt no longer is playing for a dysfunctional organization that has wasted away his greatest talents for a very long time. I hope Deshaun Watson is the next guy up to get out of Houston because he deserves to get out of Houston as well. Now, evaluating J.J. Watt right now. J.J. Watt will turn 32 years old by the start of the 2021 NFL season, okay? And I do believe J.J. Watt still has 2 to 3 good to great seasons left in him. I'm assuming that J.J. Watt is going to want to go to a contender, and I think that that's going to motivate him a little bit more when you're playing with good players and you're playing for a great culture. I think that that definitely will allow J.J. Watt to get up out of bed in the morning with a little bit more joy and happiness and slightly more energy, okay? You know what I'm saying? And look, at this point, you're J.J. Watt. You pretty much accomplished all you need to accomplish. J.J. Watt could retire today and walk into the Hall of Fame as a first ballot Hall of Famer. This guy is a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year award winner, and he was arguably the best defensive player in all of football for about a 3 to 4 year stretch during his prime, okay? And we all know Aaron Donald is very dominant and the best defensive player in the NFL right now. Before Aaron Donald was the most dominant defensive player, that was J.J. Watt. So, unfortunately, injuries kind of derailed J.J. Watt's prime and whatnot, but he's still a really good player. And I think J.J. Watt should go to a contending team. He's made a lot of money. He's got all the stats. He's got all the awards. Now all J.J. Watt needs to do is go out there and play for a winning team and maybe go out there and try to win a Super Bowl. And I think the Green Bay Packers make way too much sense as far as J.J. Watt is concerned. I think the Green Bay Packers need to go all in and try to acquire J.J. Watt. And if I'm J.J. Watt and I'm evaluating teams on the market that I potentially can go to, I think the Green Bay Packers might be at the top of my list as far as destinations go, you know? And look, Green Bay, before you cheesehead fans, before you people that are all about, oh, the salary cap, before you people start typing in my comment section or hitting me up in my DMs and sending me messages about, oh, Green Bay doesn't have the salary cap to make this work. I don't want to hear that. Make it work, Green Bay. Make it work. You've seen the Saints, the Steelers, the Rams, even the Philadelphia Eagles have made big swings and taken a bunch of risks and spent money in free agency and have made trades, and they've even won big at times, okay? The Saints, they're in salary cap, you know what, this year, but you want to know what? It's been worth it. You want to know why? Because they gave Drew Brees every ample opportunity to go out there and try to win a second Super Bowl. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they're a team that doesn't have a whole lot of salary cap money right now. But guess what? They have a stacked roster. They still find ways to make moves. The LA Rams, they've been over the salary cap for years. They still can make a Matthew Stafford trade work. Green Bay, I'm pretty sure you can make a J.J. Watt deal happen. Green Bay, no more excuses. Make it happen. Now, why does this make sense? It makes sense for Green Bay's perspective because it fills a need. Green Bay needs about one or two more players on their defense to really complete that unit. And they really could use an interior and edge rushing presence to go along with Zadarius Smith and Kenny Clark on that defensive line. And I think that if J.J. Watt's on that defensive line with Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, Zadarius Smith, and Kenny Clark, that's one of the better defensive lines in the entire NFL. Not to mention J.J. Watt. He's from Wisconsin. He's played his college football at Wisconsin in the past. He went to the University of Wisconsin where he played football. He's a Wisconsin Badger. And look, this organization owes it to Aaron Rodgers. Now, we can talk about the fact that Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers didn't get it done this past year, but we also need to highlight the fact that Green Bay, in the offseason, they mortgaged their draft picks towards the future. And they did nothing in the offseason to improve the team in free agency. Okay, so guess what, Green Bay? You mortgaged for the future last offseason. This offseason should be all about going all in and trying to help a 37-year-old Aaron Rodgers who's done everything that you could possibly want for your franchise. It's all about going all in to win him a second Super Bowl. You owe it to Aaron Rodgers to make a move like this. Green Bay, spend some money. Get over your salary cap, fears, the cheesehead ways. Don't just go out there and be a team that's interested in J.J. Watt. No, make it happen. And by the way, if you do make it happen, this might be the move to take you over the top. If Green Bay doesn't make any other moves in free agency outside of this move right here, I believe their offseason is already a win because they're at least trying to go all in to win a Super Bowl. That's been Green Bay's biggest problem for years. They're too afraid to go out their way and go over the salary cap. They don't take big swings in free agency. They don't make a bunch of trades. They value their draft picks, and they've wasted away most of Aaron Rodgers' greatest seasons and most of his prime. You owe it to Aaron Rodgers. Go out there, pursue J.J. Watt. There's been reports that the Packers have interest in J.J. Watt, and there are reports that J.J. Watt is interested in the Packers. It makes too much sense. Green Bay, make this move happen. And if I'm J.J. Watt, I definitely want to go play for the green and gold. The Green Bay Packers, one of the most storied organizations in all football. I think J.J. Watt to the Green Bay Packers makes way too much sense. And if this move were to happen, this could be the move to potentially put Green Bay over the top as far as if they can win a Super Bowl for the second time in the Aaron Rodgers era. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God-bless day, and I'm out.